And welcome back, YouTube. This is Mr. Baxbuster, here with something really cool. Today, hailing from the very popular Fate Grand Order franchise, we have everybody's favorite dragon lady and one of the most popular idols, Lancer Class Elizabeth Bathory. Anime figure review. Now before we take a look at the figure itself, let's take a quick look at the box. As you can tell, on this side of the box we have a very lovely, straightforward image of the actual figure itself, Elizabeth. On the back we have all the legal information and of course different poses of the character. And on this side we have the actual backside of the character, which is a very nice comparison to the other side of the box, which is the front side of the character. I gotta say, I love the purple and black theme of this box. It's very simple, but very well done. And of course, this is the front of the box that supports the Max Factory logo, the Fate Grand Order logo, and the Type Moon sticker of authenticity. Very important. Want to make sure you have that to make sure you have a legitimate product. So with the quick look at the box out of the way, let's now get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. The anime figure review of the 1/7 scale Elizabeth Bathory. Let me just adjust this real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. So, I gotta say right off the bat, I love the simple design of this figure. It came in two pieces. The actual figure herself and the base. That's all there is to worry about. No, don't need to worry about any pieces getting lost, any pieces, getting broken. It's all just two pieces, the base and the main figure. So that is a very nice component to this particular character. And I also love the heart base. That is a really cool touch. I do like that quite a bit. Just trying to give you a quick turnaround of the actual character. Alright, there we go. One thing I do want to mention before I get into the actual main review, this particular figure was kind of on the pricey end. I know it was a couple months ago when I bought this, so I'm hoping with being out for a little while the prices have gone down just for availability's sake, but I know when I originally bought it, it was not cheap. So I'm hoping that that has fluctuated over time. Now, with all that said, let's take a closer look at the figure. The first thing I want to mention is the base. Very lovely heart-shaped base, and I gotta say it fits very well with other figures, especially if you have two round base figures that you can put the heart base right in between them, and it kind of fits pretty nicely, so fits very well on a display case or on a shelf. And it's a very simple black with just some like purple echoes going through the base, and it almost reminds me of like a 80s like rock band. Just very, very cool. I like it quite a bit. So with that said, let's actually take a look at the feet and footwear of this particular character. Looks like she is sporting a very nice pair of knee-high white boots with purple soles and a black trim at the top. These do appear to be high heels, so I imagine that those are not easy to walk in. And they have a very lovely diamond shape running through, or diamond design running through the front of the boot. As you can tell, the main focal point of the boot is actually these very two large purple spikes. That could easily be used as a defense or offensive maneuver if needed. And I imagine if she kicked you with one of those, it would probably not end well for the person that she kicked unless you're wearing some pretty heavy armor. And of course there's some very lovely diamond on each inside of the boot there. Very lovely. Let's move up. Running along both of the sides of her legs here, she has 4 purple diamonds that I believe are part of her dragon heritage, just kind of like almost like scales or something like that. Very lovely. And of course, let's take a look at one of the main pieces of this particular figure, her tail. I gotta say, I love the purple split tail here. Very lovely. A little bit fragile, but cute. And then how it turns into a grayish black tail with some very lovely washing and highlights along the way, especially here. Very well done. It kind of goes from light to dark to really dark on the back. They did a really good job portraying that. So with the tail review out of the way, let's move up to her outfit. She's wearing a white liner underneath her dress, and her main dress is actually a very lovely black with some purple trim and little diamonds kind of going throughout to fit her diamond theme. And I love how the dress is in full motion, almost like the classic Marilyn Monroe. She's over a heat vent and it kind of flares up. I love that expression to the dress. Now let's move on up to the corset here. It's black just like her dress, with some very lovely purple diamonds as buttons. And then she has straps up top to cover her top half. Now these straps, she also appears to have these really weird straps that kind of only go around her shoulders, that have the same purple lace with diamond studded design. Don't quite understand how that works. Looks like that'd be very easy to slip. I don't think it'd hold on very well. But I'm guessing it's probably attached to these, which hold her, what would you call those, like half sleeves on her outfit. Of course, she has these half sleeves, which are very flared on both sides, almost like some royal character. And she has a very, I guess, I don't exactly know how you would call that pose. I guess, I don't want to say pompous. I guess I'd say spoiled. Very commanding, I guess, pose with the one arm on the hip and then the hand kind of flaring out. Almost like a maniacal type pose. Very cool. If you move up a little bit further to her hands, this one you can't see all that well. It's kind of enclosed. I do want to see if you could see some purple on it though. Yeah. If you look, you can actually see her fingernails or her claws that are painted pink. kind of just curled up. So I think that they did a very nice detail to that, because some places would not detail those claws, since you couldn't really see it. And of course, her other hand, she has a very lovely claws on display. I like that quite a bit. Now we get to move to the make it or break it part of any anime figure, the face. I gotta say, overall the face is actually pretty well. The eyes are really well painted. The mouth is very simple, and the nose is very simple as well. And she has those really adorable pointy elf ears. I know they're dragon ears, but any pointy ears like that, I always call them elf ears. Sticking out on each side, which is just super cute. So I gotta say, face, pretty good job. Now we have to take a quick look at the hair. As you can tell, it's a very bright, actually the light's kind of confusing it here. It's a darker, almost reddish pink than what the light is showing here. The light's kind of hitting it weird. It's making it look a little more true pink than what it is. It's a little more reddish pink. So apologies about that. The front of the hair actually looks pretty well done. Not too fakey. And I love the bangs. They look actually pretty well detailed. Let's take a quick look at the back of the hair. Unfortunately, it suffers the noodle syndrome. Actually, it almost looks like a reddish pink, like green beans almost. I'm not gonna lie. It looks very stiff and fakey on the back, which is never gonna be solved. I understand it's very hard to make plastic look flowing and lifelike like that. So, you know, so I always kind of give a little bit more leeway on the hair. I do like how the hair is kind of pointed out. It almost looks Medusa-like on each side there. That is pretty cool. And then of course she has these very cute pink little ribbons or hair ties on each side. And then these dragon-like horns at the top of her head, which are really, really well detailed. Very nice, very purple. Kind of wrap around. In the bottom here, you just kind of nice and tight. And they kind of just kind of flare out. Very lovely figure overall. Apologies if you hear my cat meowing. Overall, I say that this is a very, very lovely figure to add to any Fate Grand Order collection. If you are a fan of Elizabeth Bathory, especially from the FGO or the Fate Collider series, this is a no-brainer. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you can find it on sale. There isn't too many bad points about this particular figure. It's just very well done, very well detailed, very straight to the point. Replicates what the game does. I love the base. The base is very simple but very, very effective for what it is. And yeah, I just have to say it's just a very solid figure. Honestly, I'm going to give this one, as like I said, I don't have too much bad to say about it. I mean, the hair maybe, but other than that, the paint job's great. Yeah. Overall, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. Just a good, solid figure. My big issue was the price point and a little bit with the hair, but I can't complain too much about hair. Let me know in the comments down below If you guys have already purchased this figure, or if you plan to purchase this figure sometime in the future. This has been Boosterbox Buster with an anime figure review of the 1/7 scale Elizabeth Bathory Lancer Class from the very popular Fate Grand Order franchise. Signing out.